Okay, before we dive in, let me say this. Not every woman with tattoos is a walking red flag. Some decent women just happen to have ink. This video is not about judging those women. In fact, it's about judging others. Just kidding. It's actually about recognizing incompatible mindsets and values. Because when it comes to aesthetics, there is someone for everyone. Now, having said that, if you're the kind of man who wants peace over cray-cray, long-term over hookups, and substance over surface, this video is for you. If you're new to my channel, my name is Orpa. I help good men like you understand women better so you can find, attract, and keep your keeper without losing yourself or your sanity. Welcome to Just the Tip. And if you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for joining me again. I'm so glad you're here. Okay, so again, I'm not here to bash tattooed women or men for that matter. I am simply relaying what studies say about people with certain kinds of ink. Some of you think tats are hot, edgy, and confident, and others see them as red flags with emotional damage and a certain kind of drama. Let me know which camp you fall in the comments. Whether fair or not, we all instantly evaluate others because our brains are efficient at wrangling information and drawing conclusions. That is how we have survived all this time. Even law enforcement officers are trained to evaluate tats. But are we judging inked women fairly? Let's take a look. Social culture, at least in the West, is changing its attitude towards tattoos, especially among the younger generations. But one of the few double standards in men's favor is that women are typically judged more harshly than men when it comes to body art. Because being bold, spontaneous, taking risks, and even rebellion are often viewed as sexier in men. So let's look at the 11 risks of dating a woman with tattoos. 1. She has a past and it's inked all over her. Tattoos tell stories. Some stories are beautiful, some are haunting. Well, you know what? That quote on her collarbone, it might be from her rock bottom. That random date on her wrist could be her ex-boyfriend's birthday. Well, you kind of get the idea. You're dating every version of her, healed or unhealed, and her body may be the map of her emotional highs and lows. Key point: supporting her growth is great, but competing with ghosts of her pasts can be exhausting. 2. She might thrive on rebellion. Many women get tattoos during their burn-it-all-down phase. Breakups, layoffs, family drama, or health issues. Their ink says, "I do what I want." That might seem sexy for a Saturday night hookup, but may become a bit of an issue if you are trying to build a life together. You will want plans, and she may want spontaneity. You'll want to work as a team, and she may want to just be free. Just the tip. If she self-sabotages to feel in control, that's not passion, it's pain playing the disguise game. This is true whether or not she has ink. 3. She attracts attention all the time. Some tatted women do not fade into the background. They stand out loudly. Men look at them, sometimes they comment, sometimes they get very bold. If you value discretion or are modest, you need to prepare to feel like you are dating a public figure. Even when she's with you, her ink speaks for her. Some women love that spotlight. They crave it and feed off of it. Of course, this can apply to women with no tattoos. Now, if she needs excessive amounts of external validation, Saturday night tats could get old fast. Just the tip. Loving the limelight isn't always about external validation. Some people simply thrive and come alive center stage. Gauge the whole. That sounds naughty. Let's rephrase. Gauge her entire personality. 4. She may be addicted to pain or emotional chaos. Alright, let's talk about the psychology of ink. Yes, tattoos can hurt, physically and emotionally, but for some women, they call it healing. Translation, they may associate pain with growth. But the problem is, if pain equals comfort, guess what kind of relationship she repeats? Exactly the kind that hurts. She may confuse chaos with chemistry, or drama with passion, or safe with boring. Just the tip. If you're a stable, emotionally mature man, she may not know what to do with you except potentially ruin you. Stick with me to the end to reveal the 3 red flags to look for specifically in tattoos. 5. She might still be finding herself. Now, whether she's 25 or 55, each new tattoo could be a reinvention. If it never stops, though, it may not simply be self-expression, but a form of self-confusion. 1 month she's boho, the next she's biker chick, or into crystals, or crypto, or CrossFit, or whatever. If her personality is on shuffle, you'll never know who you're going to be dating in 6 months from now because neither does she, which can be enticing at first, but just the tip. If you're someone who's a little bit more into stability, you may find yourself more exhausted than enthralled after a while. 6. Her friends might be wild or unhealthy. Think about the old saying, "You are the company you keep." This is often very true. People naturally hang out with others who are similar to them. If a woman has tattoos that seem aggressive or chaotic, Take a look at the friends she surrounds herself with. Her friends can give you a big clue about what she is really like and what kind of life she lives. For example, does she have ex-boyfriends who are still in her life as just friends, but they text her late at night or make you feel uncomfortable? That's a sign of poor boundaries. Are her best friends always involved in some kind of drama, fighting with people, breaking up, or getting into trouble? That kind of chaos often spills over. If her friends are party girls who live for getting drunk on Tequila Tuesdays, it suggests that stability might not be their top priority. Pay attention to their mindset too. If her friends are constantly posting negative things online, like "men are trash" memes, that negativity will almost certainly find its way into your relationship. At first, she might say you're one of the good ones, but eventually, that negative view of men could be turned on you. Just the tip. If her best friends seem like a mess, there's a good chance she might be one too. We all need to feel like we belong to a group, or a tribe, to feel secure. We naturally become more like the people we spend the most time with, even if that group isn't healthy for us. It's simply how people work. 7. She might secretly feel bad about herself. A tattoo can be a sign of confidence. For some women, it's like wearing armor. It's a way of saying, "This is my body, and I'm in control of it." They are proud of their skin and want to decorate it. However, for other women, tattoos can be used to hide things they don't like about themselves. This isn't just about physical things like covering up a scar. It can also be about hiding emotional pain or feelings of not being good enough. This is where you might see issues with body image or low self-worth. Here's how you can tell the difference. If you give her a sincere compliment, like "you look beautiful today," how does she react? A confident woman will say thank you, but a woman who struggles with self-worth might reject it. She might say, "No, I don't. My hair is a mess," or she'll point out a flaw you didn't even notice. She rejects the compliment because, deep down, she doesn't believe it's true. Similarly, if you try to get emotionally close to her, she might pull away or start a fight. This is often because she feels she isn't worthy of your love and is trying to push you away before you, in her mind, eventually leave her. No matter how many tattoos she gets to feel better about herself, she never quite feels like she is enough. Just the tip. You can love a woman with all your heart, but you cannot fix her self-hatred. Your love can create a safe space for her to do the work to heal herself, but your affection alone won't be enough to change how she feels inside. You can't fix a problem that she won't admit she has. Eight. She could be more impulsive than you think. Studies have shown that people with tattoos often tend to be bigger risk takers and more impulsive. Being impulsive means acting on a sudden urge without thinking about the consequences. Getting a tattoo is a permanent decision. Making a permanent decision without careful thought is a classic example of impulsive behavior. Many tattoos are gotten on a whim, after a bad breakup as revenge, during a wild weekend in Vegas, or to mark a new chapter that wasn't really planned. Just the tip. If her body is covered in tattoos that look like they were random, chaotic decisions, her choices in life might be just as chaotic. Think about it. If she makes quick, permanent decisions about her own body, what will stop her from making quick, permanent decisions in your relationship? This could lead to her suddenly wanting to move, breaking up with you over a small argument, or quitting her job with no backup plan. There's a big difference between fun, spontaneous actions and life-altering, impulsive ones. What might seem exciting at first can quickly become a very unstable and stressful life. 9. She may use her tattoos to test you. All men love being tested by women, right? No, I know you don't. Unfortunately, all women do use evaluation methods on men, even when you don't realize it. When you don't even know it's happening, it's more of a noted evaluation point, but it is still happening. However, when you hear, "If you can't handle my tattoos, you don't deserve me," that's not empowerment, that's a test. Translation: I dare you to judge me so I can reject you first. Just the tip. Her ink isn't just art, it's a moat to her life. Critique it, you're out. Love it. If she's emotionally healthy, great. If not, she may be suspicious of you. Ignore it and you're not paying enough attention to her. If every conversation or lack thereof revolves around her tattoos, you are not dating a woman. You are dating an emotionally damaged defense mechanism. Walking away isn't the only effective solution. 10. She might want you, but she doesn't need you. Okay, independence is sexy to a degree, but if it's a full shield, well, good luck getting in. She'll say, "I don't need no man," or "I'm my own hero." Okay, but healthy relationships require interdependence, not codependent neediness and not hyper-independent aloofness. Codependent equals child mode. Hyper-independent equals parent mode. Both are self-protection mode. Neither is healthy. Just the tip. If she never lets you lead, never lets you protect, never lets you in, you are not her romantic partner. You're just how she keeps control while pretending, even to herself, that she wants love. Okay, now before I reveal number 11 and the 3 red flag tattoos, if you have found value in this video, please give it a like and consider subscribing. I thank you so much if you already have. Okay, number 11. You might be her for now, not forever. Like many of these risks, this one can apply whether or not she's got tattoos. But if she's got NSP tattoos, there will be a higher chance you may be her rebound from chaos. If she left a toxic guy, or she thinks she wants peace, maybe you look like peace, but she's actually kind of allergic to peace and addicted to drama. What if she heals, gets bored, starts craving that old chaos again? Just the tip. You might have been the reset, but not the endgame. Okay, now let's look at the 3 biggest indicators according to studies that she may be trouble. NSP, think of this as no sir pass. Number of tattoos, size of tattoos, psychological darkness of tattoos, or any other body modifications that are plentiful, obvious, or dark. She's got subtle pink streaking in her hair and a tiny cross on her ring finger. Well, she might be feisty, but also married to JC. A spiked rainbow mohawk, numerous facial studs, and covered in satanic ink? Well, just make sure your values align. Key point, there is someone for everyone. You may not find them, but they're out there. So if sleeves of ink and spikes of emotional chaos turn your crank, maybe she is your perfect match. Just don't confuse adrenaline with intimacy or familiar discomfort with soulmate. Is every tattooed woman a red flag? No, but values do matter. And ink often expresses what words won't say, or at least couldn't in her past. So, if you are not automatically turned off by tattoos, study the story beneath her skin. Speaking of studies, the studies did not differentiate between men and women except in one particular area. Women who had never had a substance abuse problem before getting tattoos were more likely to develop one after getting them than men. It did not say which women, but my guess is it could be women with NSP tattoos. NSP. And remember, whether or not she's got any ink, women are wired to test you, and there's actually a logical reason for it and a simple way to handle it so it doesn't keep happening. Thanks for being here. Lots of love. God bless, or be well if you prefer.